First of all, I would like to introduce myself and then my panelists here in the high table. I'm Usman Jallo. I'm the Program and Finance Officer, Westminster Foundation for Democracy. My right is Tabunjai Sar, the Country Director, Westminster Foundation for Democracy. And immediately after Tabu is Mohammed MS Bah, the President of the Gambia Press Union. And on my far right is Ndeye Cisse, is the spokesperson for the Parliamentary Reporters Association. So welcome you all. We are going to start with Tabunjai Sar, the Country Director of West.
Thank you very much, Usman. And good morning to everyone. Firstly, I must register my profound gratitude to all of you for accepting to attend this two-day training for parliamentary reporters. As you know, WFD has been here since 2018 during the transition period, and has been registering support to both the National Assembly and other partners. And in this regard, today and tomorrow, we will be having a two-day training, and I will not preempt on the program, but the main objective of this training is to ensure that parliamentary journalists, especially those that report from Parliament, their capacities are highly built with the support from Westminster Foundation for Democracy, to ensure that information that comes out of the Parliament is accurate and it's factual, and also because data management or information management is very key when it comes to democracy. And in addition to what has been registered over the past years, we have seen that not much of the information of decisions that are made at the National Assembly are actually reported or disseminated to the population. So this workshop is geared towards supporting to ensure that information that comes out on decisions, on legislations, on policies that are passed at the National Assembly, and all the issues that are discussed at the National Assembly and are reported are accurate, are coherent, and to ensure that the people that this information is collected for do have the opportunity to learn what is happening and what is going on in the National Assembly, because it's the highest institution of the land. And as we said, we all have a key role to play in ensuring that democracy is consolidated in the Gambia. And so therefore, with this small support that is given, the program begins with having journalists to be trained, and then followed by other programs based on the Gambia Westminster Foundation for Democracy program 2024 to 2025. In addition to that, we have gathered very highly resourced persons to share their knowledge and their expertise, so that at least when you leave tomorrow, at the end of the day, you will be able to report, as I said, confidently, and also to ensure that misinformation or disinformation is not part of what is reported from Parliament. The session has started because we began ensure that this program runs parallel with what is happening at the National Assembly. The session began yesterday, and I am quite certain that whatever skills and knowledge that you learn from here will help you in ensuring that you report effectively. And that is why we gather you here today and tomorrow, to make sure that we have a fruitful discussion. And I would like to say thank you to the parliamentary Affairs Network, especially the president, who had made sure that the mobilization was carried out effectively. And also to our resource persons who will be with us today and tomorrow. Be rest assured that WFD regards you as a highly respectable stakeholder, and to ensure that this is just the beginning of what our engagement today for the rest of 2024 and 2025. We will be calling upon you in subsequent programs to ensure that the contribution that to strengthen and consolidate democracy is achieved, because that is the main purpose of WFD being in the Gambia. Our partners really with the parliamentarians, but also the heads of units, but also civil society organizations, and the media happens to be a critical component of our program. And the rest assured that our doors are always open, and we will continue the engagement. And I call upon all of you to make sure that you participate effectively, you interact effectively, because learning is always a two-way, so that it will be a memorable workshop. And as it is the first activity of our program, we would like to see that it is effective, because it will inform subsequent activities that we'll be doing in the future. So on that note, thank you very much for coming. And I wish each and every one of you a fruitful workshop. And we will continue the collaboration. Be rest assured. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Babu. Well, I will just go straight to MS Mohamed Espa, President of the
Okay. Thank you very much, Auntie Tabu, our auntie, and then congratulations for your new appointment. Obviously, you're someone who we look up to. You are the auntie of the people. So thank you very much for that wonderful speech, and congratulations once again for hosting this very important program. And Mr. Usman, he has been calling me, bombarding me with calls and emails. It's good that we are having this very important training today. My colleague, Madam Day, it's good to share the high table with you, and my distinguished colleagues from different media houses who are here present. It is with great pleasure to welcome you all in this very important training, as rightly stated by Auntie Tabu, on digital literacy and ethical journalism, organized by the Westminster Foundation for Democracy. This two-day training, as stated, is organized to equip 20 dedicated journalists with essential skills and knowledge to navigate the complexities of digital landscape and upholding the highest ethical standards of our profession, particularly those that are reporting from the Parliament. In today's rapidly evolving media environment, digital literacy has become indispensable, obviously. We've seen that most of our stories, or most of our colleagues get stories from various online platforms. And this is a very important player in our day-to-day work. Now we've seen the competition between the new media, which is the digital space, and the mainstream media. This is why it is important, because people will tell you mostly who is a journalist now, the definition of a journalist, because many people are using the digital space and doing the work of a journalist, and journalists are also competing with those that are using the digital space. But how do we distinguish these people? Is that journalists, we report, we don't repeat. You understand? We report and we don't repeat. Those that are going into the digital space, they repeat, they don't report. So these are the different things. And also, oftentimes, those that are using the digital space, they do not go through the ethical, the ethical concept or the ethical principles of journalism. For them, they just want to share information. So how do we also utilize the digital space and be ethical through our reporting? And the National Assembly, as rightly stated by Auntie Tabo, is a very important institution where you have politicians and technocrats. And we know oftentimes politicians, they have their own interests in terms of how they want to be perceived, because some will be there to just make sure that they secure their positions. Some will be there genuinely to ensure that, yes, they are, serving the interests of the public. And mostly they will say, we are serving the interests of the public. But how do we as journalists understand these dynamics and complexities through reporting ethically to ensure that whatever is coming out, whatever information that is coming out is genuine and it is unbiased, it is objective, and it is the real truth and the gospel truth. So this training is very important. Also, mostly we used to see journalists or people using the digital space to do their journalism. What they do mostly is one person, one politician will just send an audio online, and without verification, and journalists will just publish. And obviously, what are the implications of those things? So it is very important to understand the dynamics and also have a clear understanding of digital literacy as journalists, generally, how to ensure that whatever content you saw or you see online, how do you utilize that content to ensure that what you're giving the public is the reality without being diluted. This training, obviously, I just want to really be brief. This training is important, as I said, and I would like to commend Antitabo and Usman for this. And I would like to urge all of us to take this opportunity. Mostly when we have trainings, people will be busy on their mobile phones or other gadgets. I think we have to make sure that, because these are resources that are given to us freely, because these trainings, probably you might have paid for this kind of trainings, but now you're getting it for barely free. So let's try, as participants, we engage and participate in this very important training so that it will help us. On that note, I would like to thank you all, and thank you all for your kind attention. Thank you. Yep. Oh, sorry.
Should I wait for the MC to introduce me, or should I? Oh, okay, all right. Representatives from the Westminster Foundation and President of the Gambia Press Union, the Dean of the Parliamentary Reporters Association, members and the media, good morning to you all. It is with great honor today to welcome you all to this great partnership between the Parliamentary Reporters Association and the Westminster Foundation. This partnership is really important because it's a great journey. It's a great pleasure for us to have this partnership with the Westminster Foundation to ensure that our members are equipped with the necessary knowledge to enhance their capacities in reporting fairly and transparently. And as parliamentary reporters, our role is very crucial in bridging the gap between the legislative processes and the public. But we do that through transparency, transparent reporting, accountability, and of course, honesty. I will not bore you with long speech because we have a long way to go, but then I want to extend our sincere appreciation to the Westminster Foundation on behalf of the Dean, Mr. Omar Ba. We want to say thank you for a great partnership, and we believe that your expertise and resources will undoubtedly equip our members today in our commitment to serve the community and, of course, report fairly to ensure that the public is aware of the National Assembly proceedings. And to the participants, I urge you all today to make best use of this opportunity, interact as much as you can, share your experience, and of course, ask questions. So on that note, and once again, thank you, Westminster Foundation, for this partnership. We are really grateful, and we hope that we continue this partnership in future to ensure that parliamentary reporters are equipped with the necessary knowledge and skills to promote transparency and accountability. Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you so much. So we can go straight to it and have our breakfast. Then we can come and start the training program. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sorry.
That was good, huh?
Thank you.
You represented